Welcome back to Buckeye Bloomstead, where we bring you the best tips for happy, healthy living for you and your furry friends. Today, we're diving into homemade dog treats with a super simple, nutritious recipe your pup will love: sweet potato chips for dogs. We are going to share with you several different ways of making these healthy treats for your dogs, so be sure to watch until the end. But here's the big question: what's the best way to make them? Should you go the classic oven-baked route for that satisfying crunch, or is a dehydrator the secret to making the perfect, long-lasting treat? If you have kids, we will also include a recipe that makes a very healthy treat for your dogs that gets made into a dough. Stick around, because in this video, we'll show you both methods, break down the pros and cons, and even share storage tips, including how to freeze them for later. Which method do you think works best? Oven or dehydrator? Drop your guess in the comments below. And before we jump in, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on more DIY pet-friendly recipes. All right, let's get started. Before we start slicing and baking, let's talk about why sweet potatoes are an absolute superfood for dogs. These bright orange beauties are packed with fiber, vitamins A and C, and powerful antioxidants that promote a healthy gut, strong immune system, and even a shiny coat. Plus, they're low in fat and naturally sweet, making them a great alternative to store-bought treats that are often loaded with unnecessary fillers and artificial flavors. And the best part, they're delicious and dogs absolutely love them. Ingredients and preparation. Let's get started. You'll need just one large sweet potato and, if you want to add a little crispiness, a tablespoon of olive oil. First, preheat your oven to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, 120 degrees Celsius. This low temperature helps us dehydrate the slices slowly, making them crispy without burning. Now take your sweet potato and give it a good scrub. We're keeping the skin on because that's where a lot of the fiber is. Using a sharp knife or a mandolin slicer, slice it into thin, even pieces, about 1/8 inch thick. The thinner the slice, the crispier the chip. Now, if you want an extra crunch, lightly toss your slices with a tablespoon of olive oil. This is completely optional, but adds a little shine and extra crispiness. Next, spread them out on a parchment-lined baking sheet. Make sure they don't overlap, or they'll steam instead of crisping up. Slide them into the oven and bake for 2 hours, flipping them halfway through. Yes, it takes a little patience, but the slow baking process makes them perfectly crisp without losing their nutrients. Once your chips are golden and crisp, remove them from the oven and let them cool completely. This step is important. Hot chips might still be soft, but as they cool, they firm up into that satisfying crunch that dogs love. To store them, keep them in an airtight container at room temperature, and they'll stay fresh for up to a week. But let's be honest, your pup will probably finish them much sooner. Now, if you're anything like me, you might be wondering, can we make a big batch of these delicious treats and store them for later? After all, if we're taking the time to slice, bake, and wait 2 hours, it makes sense to make extra and save them for future snack time. The short answer is, yes, you can freeze them, but there's a little trick to keeping them crispy, crunchy, and just as fresh as the day you made them. How to freeze sweet potato chips for dogs. 1. Let them cool completely before freezing. Any trapped warmth can create moisture, making them soggy later. 2. Spread them out in a single layer on a baking sheet and flash freeze for about 1 to 2 hours. This prevents them from sticking together. Once they're frozen solid, transfer them into an airtight container or a zip-top freezer bag. Squeeze out as much air as possible to prevent freezer burn. 4. Store them in the freezer for up to 3 months. How to thaw and keep them crispy. Now, here's the tricky part: thawing them out while keeping that satisfying crunch. If you thaw them at room temperature, they might soften due to the moisture content. But don't worry, just pop them back into a 250-degree oven for 5 to 10 minutes and they'll crisp right back up. If you want an even easier way, keep watching. We will show you how these healthy dog treats can be made using a dehydrator instead of an oven for even an easier way to make dog treats. And dehydrated sweet potato chips tend to hold up better in the freezer and require less reheating. So yes, you can absolutely make a big batch and store these dog treats for later. Just follow these steps we just discussed, and you'll have a stash of homemade dog treats ready for your pup anytime. Plus, it's a great way to save time and ensure your dog always has a healthy snack on hand. Now let's explore another fantastic method for making these delightful treats, using a dehydrator. This technique is energy efficient and allows for precise control over the drying process, ensuring consistently perfect sweet potato chips for your furry friend. So you may be asking for the dehydrator method. One common question is whether to pre-cook the sweet potatoes before dehydrating. The answer is no. There's no need to cook them beforehand. Simply slice the raw sweet potatoes and place them directly into the dehydrator. This method preserves their nutrients and allows you to achieve either a chewy or crispy texture, depending on your preference. However, if you love experimenting in the kitchen, why not try a twist? While we typically use raw sweet potatoes for dehydration, you can test out partially cooking them beforehand. Just be careful not to overcook them. You want them firm, not mushy. A good rule of thumb is to cook them for about half the usual time. Let them cool completely, then slice and dehydrate as usual. The results? You might find a different texture or taste that your dog enjoys even more. We always have fun testing new methods with our dehydrator to see what works best for us. But for now, this is how we make our go-to sweet potato treats for dogs. Using the same recipe as we did in the oven method, here's a question. For the dehydrator method, you might ask, should we use oil in this recipe? When dehydrating sweet potatoes, it's best to omit the oil. Oil can hinder the dehydration process and may lead to spoilage. Keeping the recipe simple ensures a longer shelf life and a healthier treat for your dog. Here is how it's done. A step-by-step guide to dehydrating sweet potatoes. Wash and slice. Thoroughly wash the sweet potatoes to remove any dirt. Slice them into rounds or lengthwise strips, maintaining a thickness between 1/4 inch and 1/3 inch. This thickness ensures they dry evenly and achieve a satisfying chewiness. Arrange on trays. Place the slices on the dehydrator trays in a single layer, ensuring they don't overlap. This arrangement allows for proper air circulation and even drying. Set temperature and time. Set your dehydrator to 135 degrees Fahrenheit, 57 degrees Celsius. Drying times can vary based on the thickness of the slices and the specific dehydrator model, but generally it takes about 6 to 7 hours. Check for your desired level of chewiness or crunchiness. Cool and store. Once dehydrated to your liking, allow the chips to cool completely before storing. Place them in an airtight container and store them in a cool, dry place. Properly dehydrated sweet potato chips can last 2 to 3 weeks when stored correctly. For the first few days, monitor the container for any signs of moisture buildup or condensation inside. If you notice any, this means the chips weren't fully dehydrated. Simply return them to the dehydrator for a couple more hours to remove excess moisture. Let them cool completely again before storing. Recheck after a few days to ensure they are fully dried. Proper dehydration is key to preventing spoilage and keeping these treats fresh for your pup. Benefits of using a dehydrator. Dehydrators provide a steady temperature, leading to uniform drying and predictable outcomes. Energy efficiency. They typically consume less energy than ovens, making them a cost-effective option for frequent treat making. Preserved nutrients. Dehydrating at lower temperatures helps retain more nutrients, ensuring your dog gets the maximum health benefits from the sweet potatoes. By using a dehydrator, you can effortlessly create a large batch of these nutritious treats, ensuring your dog always has a healthy snack on hand. It's a straightforward process that delivers excellent results every time. And last but not least, here is another great way to make a healthy sweet potato dog treats with an added protein boost. Making sweet potato dog treats, the 4-ingredient recipe. If you're looking for another simple, healthy, and tail-wagging good treat for your pup, then you'll love this 4-ingredient sweet potato dog treat recipe. These treats are nutritious, easy to make, and grain-free, making them perfect for dogs with sensitive stomachs. Let's take a look at what you'll need. Ingredients: ½ cup mashed sweet potato, packed with fiber and vitamins for digestive and immune health. 1 egg helps bind the dough and adds protein for muscle development. 1¼ cup gluten-free flour, a gentle option for dogs with wheat allergies. Also, we would have some extra flour on hand as it will be needed when rolling out the dough. If you need to adjust the recipe a bit to make the consistency of dough, you may do that. You will also need about 2 tablespoons of oil, coconut, olive oil, or flaxseed oil only. And we recommend using one of these 3 dog-friendly oils. Coconut oil, a great option for shiny coats, skin health, and digestion. It contains medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs, which provide brain-boosting benefits and can help with bad breath. Olive oil, rich in antioxidants and healthy fats, olive oil supports heart health, joint function, and immune strength. Plus, it helps keep your dog's coat soft and glossy. Flaxseed oil, loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, this oil reduces inflammation, improves joint health, and supports brain function. It's a fantastic plant-based alternative to fish oil. Please avoid vegetable, canola, corn, or soybean oil, as these contain unhealthy fats and don't offer the same benefits. Now, let's get into how to make these 4-ingredient sweet potato dog treats. By the way, if you have children, the kids will love making these treats, since cookie cutters can be used safely by children in whatever shapes you choose. Don't have cookie cutters? You can also cut them in strips. Okay, first, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius, and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Pre-cook your sweet potato ahead of time so you end up with a sweet potato puree for the recipe. Mash the sweet potato in a bowl until smooth. If you're using freshly cooked sweet potato, make sure it's cooled completely before mixing. Add the egg and 2 tablespoons of your chosen oil. Stir well to combine. Gradually add the gluten-free flour, mixing as you go. The dough should start to come together, but if it's too sticky, sprinkle in a little more flour until you can handle it easily. Roll out the dough on a floured surface to about 1/4 inch in thickness. Use cookie cutters or simply cut the dough into strips or whatever shape your pup loves. Place the treats on the baking sheet and bake for 25 to 30 minutes or until they are golden brown and firm. Let them cool completely before giving them to your dog. This allows them to crisp up and prevents burning your pup's mouth. Storage tips. Room temperature. Store in an airtight container for up to 1 week. Fridge keeps fresh for up to 2 weeks. Freezer, store in a sealed bag for up to 3 months. Just thaw before serving. And there you have it. Simple, homemade sweet potato dog treats that are nutritious, easy to make, and full of health benefits. Keep watching for our bonus tips. Let us know in the comments which oil you plan to use. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more homemade pet treat recipes here on Buckeye Bloomstead. Here are a few bonus tips for custom treats. Now that you've mastered the classic sweet potato chip, why not get creative? Want to add a little flavor twist? Try sprinkling a pinch of turmeric, and some say you can use cinnamon before baking. Both are great for reducing inflammation and boosting digestion. However, we are not comfortable using cinnamon in our dog treats. Now, many are uncertain about the use of cinnamon in dogs' treats. We strongly advise talking with your veterinarian before including cinnamon in your pet's treat. So you are probably asking, what's the deal with cinnamon? While we were putting these tips together, we did our research about the use of cinnamon, and here is what we found. Cinnamon is generally safe for dogs, but there are some important considerations. Cinnamon is considered not toxic to dogs, though cinnamon essential oil can be toxic. So do not use cinnamon extract in pet treats, and do not use cinnamon essential oils to fragrance your home. Although essential oils have nothing to do with making these treats, we felt the need to include it since we were on the subject of cinnamon. If you are using cinnamon in your dog treats, only use a very small amount of cinnamon in your dog's treats. We personally choose not to use spices like cinnamon or garlic, in case you're wondering about garlic. Now, we know many of our viewers, when they think of cinnamon, think of nutmeg and clove. However, I can't express this enough, do not use any spices that contain nutmeg and cloves. Let's tackle nutmeg first. Nutmeg and cloves can be toxic to dogs, but they pose different levels of risk and serious risk to our pets. Nutmeg is toxic to dogs. It contains a compound called myristicin, which can be highly toxic in large amounts. Symptoms of nutmeg poisoning in dogs: increased heart rate, disorientation, dizziness or hallucinations, dry mouth and increased thirst, abdominal pain, vomiting, and diarrhea. In severe cases, seizures or tremors. The good news? A tiny amount, like a small sprinkle in a recipe, is unlikely to cause harm. However, higher doses, especially if a dog gets into a spice jar or eats baked goods containing nutmeg, can be dangerous. Avoid using nutmeg in homemade dog treats. If your dog accidentally ingests a large amount, contact your vet or a pet poison control hotline immediately. Now let's look at cloves. Are cloves safe for dogs? Cloves are less toxic than nutmeg, but they can still be harmful in large amounts. Cloves contain eugenol, which in excess can cause liver toxicity, digestive upset, vomiting, diarrhea, bloating, lethargy, or weakness. A tiny trace of cloves, like in some natural flea remedies, is unlikely to harm a dog, but large quantities can be dangerous. Clove essential oil is especially risky because it contains concentrated eugenol, which can be toxic to the liver. Recommendation? It's best to avoid cloves in homemade dog treats, as there are safer spices available like turmeric or cinnamon in small amounts only. Final verdict: nutmeg, toxic. Avoid completely. Cloves. Small amounts are not usually harmful, but large amounts or clove essential oil can be toxic. If you're making dog treats, stick to safe ingredients like turmeric, ginger, and parsley for added flavor without the risk. So remember, experts say dogs ingesting small amounts of cinnamon is safe, but too much can cause gastrointestinal upset and affect the liver, especially in older dogs. Also, be sure to avoid allowing dogs to inhale large amounts of powdered cinnamon, as it may irritate their nose, throat, and lungs. But the warning is out there, so it must be a thing and deserves sharing the warning. In our household, we choose not to use cinnamon in our dog treats. It is not worth the risk. You know the old saying, when in doubt, leave it out. Now earlier we mentioned garlic, and some people say garlic is safe for dogs. So is garlic toxic to dogs? This is another one of those spices that has its controversy. Garlic can be toxic to dogs, but the level of toxicity depends on the amount consumed and the dog's size. Garlic contains thiosulfate, a compound that can damage red blood cells, leading to hemolytic anemia in dogs. This condition can cause symptoms like weakness, vomiting, diarrhea, rapid breathing, lethargy, and pale gums. How much garlic is toxic? Studies suggest that a dose of 15 to 30 grams of garlic per kilogram of a dog's body weight can lead to serious toxicity. Since an average garlic clove weighs about 5 grams, a medium-sized dog would have to eat several cloves at once to experience severe poisoning. However, smaller amounts over time may also be harmful, as garlic can have a cumulative toxic effect. Is small-scale garlic use safe? Some holistic veterinarians and pet owners believe that small, carefully measured amounts of garlic might have health benefits for dogs, such as boosting immunity and repelling fleas. However, the risk outweighs the potential benefits, and most veterinarians strongly advise against giving garlic to dogs. Should you avoid garlic in dog treats? Yes, even if some sources claim small amounts are beneficial, it's best to play it safe and avoid garlic altogether in homemade dog treats or food. Since dogs metabolize garlic differently than humans, what might be safe in small doses for one dog could be dangerous for another, especially for smaller breeds. What to do if your dog eats garlic? If your dog accidentally consumes a large amount of garlic, call your vet or a pet poison hotline immediately. Mild cases might only cause stomach upset, but severe toxicity can require medical intervention, IV fluids, or even a blood transfusion in extreme cases. Final verdict: in our household, we avoid garlic in our dog's homemade dog treats to ensure our fur baby stays safe. We strongly suggest you leave it out as well. It is just not worth the risk. Need a softer treat for an older dog? Simply bake them for a shorter time, keeping them chewy instead of crisp. Want to make a big batch? Use a dehydrator instead of the oven. This keeps them fresh for even longer. And there you have it, a simple, nutritious, and delicious homemade treat that your dog will love. If you try this recipe, let us know how your pup likes it in the comments. And if you have other favorite DIY pet treats, we'd love to hear them. Don't forget to subscribe to Buckeye Bloomstead for more pet-friendly recipes, homesteading tips, and DIY projects. Until next time, happy baking, and give your pup an extra belly rub from us.